Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Many of you guys have asked me, Joe, why is your Hermitron place so terrible? And you know what? It is a lack of resources, not a lack of resourcefulness though. So what we're going to do is we're going to acquire the resources to apply the resourcefulness that we've already had on hand. Now, I've heard that some of you guys want something a little bit less vague, like you feel like my current, I don't know what you would call it, let's just say declaration of accomplishment board is a little bit too, let's just say, insufficiently concrete. It's a little bit more of a philosophical construct of what a Hermitron board should be, and less of an actual kind of concrete physical space for Hermitron to exist in the way that they were intended to. It is not a celebration of Hermitron. It is an extension of the idea of Hermitronimity. And so, as such, I've decided I gotta push past. I gotta push, through this idea and take this philosophical construct and create something a little bit more concrete. That's why I'm going here to this abandoned island. That does not have enough sand. That's why I'm going here to this abandoned ocean. And across this ocean, I know that I will eventually strike. Good luck, chicken. Anyway, where were we? On our way to the Great Southern Desert, so that we can encounter enough sand that we can create the concrete wall of our dreams. I'm hoping to do something with it color-wise that'll please everybody. But, it's hard to please everybody. They say that. They say you can't please everyone all the time. But you can please all of the people some of the time, or some of the people all of the time. But you can't please all the people all the time. So, I'm no fool. I'm going to please everyone as best as I can, which is probably going to be forever all the time, because I'm pretty great. Let's just be honest. Oh, hey, some green. That might be coming in handy for our concrete dyeing. So we're just going to go ahead through here, collect a bunch of this sand. This is already kind of a pit anyway, so it's not like anyone's going to notice it. It's not like we're really, ruining this part of the desert. Welcome to the pits. They were already ruined. Love, Joe Hills. See, it's important to, have a little bit of a personal touch in your messages. You can't just be like, hi, this is Joe Hills. I've destroyed your desert. Forever. You need to be like, hi, this is Joe Hills, and I've destroyed your desert. I hope you like it. See, that second one had a little bit more personality to it. You established the functional component of the message early on, which is important, and as well as declaring yourself to be the speaker, which in a traditional letter, would obviously be established by the envelope, but in a voicemail or a phone message, you have to do with the, introduction. So let's see. Plenty of sand, plenty of gravel. Okay. Well, this says to me, it's time to try to attempt to fly several times and then fail. Well, if you're looking for me, I hope you checked under the sea, because that is where you'll find me, poking all these squiddies. Anyway, Joe Hill's back here, under the water, searching for the ink I'm going to need to write the book on how amazing this wall is going to be. You guys are going to be floored by this wall. It's going to be through the roof. Well, actually, it wasn't literally going to be through the roof, but now that I'm thinking about it, that might be kind of funny if I did make a wall that was so high it literally broke through the roof into the surrounding, mesa. Actually, I think Rendog might be really mad at me. Dear Rendog, Joe Hills here. Will you be terrified and mad if I make a wall that goes through your roof? Have a great day! Love, Joe Hills. I think that'll go over well. If you're wondering why Joe's up in the sky, he has got some new wings perfected for flying way above the mesa, flying on top of all of these things. Okay, so here is our exit to the thing that I know. Dang it. I don't have a redstone way to get in there, do I? Well, you know what? I think that I can just create a door. Can I also fly down here? Dang it. Without wasting a bunch of fireworks. Can I ender pearl down here? Would that be faster than walking? Not really, no. Dang it. Frustratingly long stairwells. Door repaired. Works perfectly too. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need is the ability to make concrete powder. And I think that the recipe has something to do with gravel and sand. But I don't know that. That was just a guess that I made when I first heard this was going to happen. And then I saw some people doing it on Twitter at some point. Yeah, okay, so there's white concrete powder. So that's good. Wow, you get 8 out of that? Cool. So let's go ahead and make the actual color we're going to want here, which is gray. Because, you know, concrete walls traditionally would be gray. Great, that's enough for a lot of gray concrete powder. Now, some people told me that in order to make the concrete watery, you need to put it on the water. And I'm kind of thinking that I saw Isuma do a video where he just kept, like, placing the concrete directly adjacent to a water block. And so, if I use this water block here, like, this might be all I need. So, I think what I need to do is basically put a log or something like that underneath here so that I can't break it easily with a pickaxe, right? And then I need to put the gray concrete powder in my offhand with the pick in my forward hand. Well, that's not working as well as I thought it was gonna. Dang it. Okay, so I think maybe I need to interrupt the ability of the block to be placed by standing closer and then putting it on the lower side here. So let's try that now. Yeah, there we go. Now we're producing a lot of gray concrete very rapidly. Just holding down both buttons. Well, that should be that for now, and we can always go ahead and recover that, or uncover that log later if we need it. But let's go ahead and do some quick repair on this floor so that nobody is terribly mad at us. Ooh, that one was supposed to be a little bit fancier, it looks like. We can fix that. Boom. Perfect. Great. So, where were we? Perfect wall construction. Now, like I said, this is just too ephemeral for some people. We need a truly concrete wall to mount our Hermitrons on. And our Hermitron wall should be Hermitron tall. It should not ever be Hermitron small. No one should say in a Hermitron way, why have you built such a Hermitron wall that's so Hermitron small? I do not think that I can stand it at all. I hope that you climb atop it and fall, because I dislike your Hermitron wall. And to them I will say, oh no, not today. This is a game that I shall not play. My wall will be biggest, my wall will be bestest, better than all of the Hermitron restest. And Cubfan and Wills Knight and Iskall and Suma will see it and they will think, oh boy, woohuma, what a tall wall. It isn't so small. It's pretty darn big. Dang it, I'm bumping my head. It's really hard to write while you're banging your head into the ceiling. So that's why a lot of writers have like really tall houses. You know Stephen King? He puts out a ton of books every year. His house super tall. That's why his son was able to get so well established so quickly in writing, because tall roofs. Okay. So here we go. Now, some people might say this wall is a simple abomination, but no, that is not true. It actually required several components to construct. There we go. So we'll just tear down everything else we have and put our Hermitrons on there. I'm going to go ahead and first remove my little AFK crow's nest here. I constructed this in haste so that I would not waste any chance to observe the other players as they placed their Hermitrons upon the walls, which I could see as they did call upon me to trade with them for Dusk Lotus, as though a friend, not an enemy, I was in this context. Oh, whoa, that's really cool. Wait, we can just remove these and those don't pop off? Oh, they pop off. Dang it. I was really excited about that. Like, ludicrously excited. I was like, what? Oh, no, more of them. Getting these up on the wall. I figure we'll probably want to do them in this corner. And we'll want to have the sign that says that this is Joe Hills' plot up here. I think that might be a little bit hard to read, though, so we're going to put some torches on here. There we go. Whoops. Probably want to remove that. That does not go there. Okay, so then we'll just go ahead and throw our Hermitrons back up on the wall. We do not currently have 9 because I was not able to find any random Hermitrons in the setup for this episode. Let's check our inventory, make sure we don't have any other Hermitrons. Emerly, there you go. Boom. Actually, let's put Emerly up here. Yeah, that looks way better. Great. I think that's a really good use of the space. We have a lot more kind of natural flow. Although, I'm thinking that maybe I should move these points chests. Now that I've got something established here, I need to switch out these points chests for, like, actual wooden chests. So let's grab some wood out of one of these. Okay, so I've gone ahead, and I've set up these 2 chests, and I'm pretty happy with how they work. But what I'm going to have to do now is actually transplant the items in these shulker boxes to the other one, so that Rendog can collect them tomorrow. Now, the way it works is anything that has been scored on Friday will be removed from circulation. Well, actually not removed from circulation, removed from your plot, and then placed back into circulation as a new Hermitron. So, basically, this will soon be kind of out there in the world, you know? It's kind of like, you know, our points will live on in our boxes, but the spirits of these beautiful, noble creatures will be recommitted and reconstituted as new Hermitrons that others might yet enjoy them. So we're going to just go ahead and move these like so. Now that they're in their permanent resting place, we don't need the shulker boxes anymore. And there you go. I've taken my incredibly airy and abstract claymation, dang it, claymation Hermitron wall and constructed something far more concrete. I hope you guys appreciate it. If you have any additional feedback, I'm not sure that this design can be improved on in any way, but I am open to suggestions, as I always am, so feel free to leave a comment or to like or dislike this video. Disliking this video actually helps me about as much as liking this video, because that's how YouTube works. Its greatest fear is your apathy. Also, when he built this, Cubfan knew I logged out somewhere near here, but didn't know exactly where. Did not stop him from building it anyway. Luckily, I was not in there when I logged in. But, come on, Cubfan. Come on. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I gotta incorporate this into the design somehow. Once again, this is already pretty much perfect, but just if I have to kind of balance out the work, I'm guessing somewhere, there we go. That's it. Great. Well, anyway, and thanks guys so much for watching. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.